That looked like so much fun. You guys really, you knocked it out of the ballpark with that experience, Shandor. But touching base with my sister.
Yes.
Highlights, Inyana, or were you a little just too nervous to remember anything?
Let's be honest, we all know that I'm a scaredy cat by nature. Were my knees shaking the entire time? Yes. But was it a beautiful experience? Absolutely. I mean, I've gone on nature reserves, but the animals are always from such a far distance. So to be able to see Purdy up close in real life, that was so amazing. Such a special trip. And obviously the cats were so amazing. Being able to see the cheetah. I think you remember me saying that the cheetah is my favorite animal.
100%.
What a beautiful experience that you are creating for us. Thank you for being there and creating these beautiful experiences.
I mean, it was so great to have you at the reserve. Like, honestly, truly, what an adventure yesterday afternoon was. And the animals definitely were ready for their close-ups, like, you know, front and center. So I'm so glad you got to experience, you know, a little bit of what my everyday is like.
Oh, that is what it's all about, you know, from a scaredy cat to your wild cats. I can't even imagine being up close and personal with so much wildlife, but also it should feed your soul incredibly. Hence why 2 decades later, you're still doing it. So when did your love for wildlife and wild animals begin?
That's exactly right. You know, that it's a true passion, but I can't remember a time in my life where I wasn't around wildlife. My dad is an animal behaviorist and his mother was before him. So I'm the 3rd generation to kind of continue this line of work in my family. So I'm very fortunate to have grown up in this environment. And, you know, my brothers and sisters are not just humans. A lot of them have fur, which is, you know, an amazing life to live.
The 4-legged type of sibling.
Yes.
Exactly. At least they can't talk back.
That is so beautiful. And I have to say, I obviously stalked your Instagram like crazy. It is a wonder to look at, seeing you interacting with all the animals. What inspired you to start posting things on social media, teaching us through that kind of format? And how has your social media page grown since?
So if I'm being 100% honest, social media was never supposed to be a thing.
You couldn't tell. It looks so good.
No, I was on Instagram. I had 2,500, 3,000 followers, and that was it. And I started a TikTok page to support my friends. There was no intention of doing anything. I posted like a really old Instagram video, and literally within the first 24 hours, it had 700,000 views. So it was like instant. So it was really, really fast. The first 3 months, we had 1 million followers. And it's just grown so much over the years. And I'm so thankful for the amazing community that, you know, I get to share my pages with, I get to share my life with, really have become such a big part of my life. So I'm very fortunate for all the support. I love having that platform with such a dedicated viewership to help bring awareness to a lot of the issues our wildlife faces on a daily basis. So I think that's a really important aspect for me.
I have to ask, though, I know that we've been using big words calling you an animal behaviorist. I don't know what that is. What exactly is it that you do?
So I think my job is so multifaceted. As a caretaker, I'm a qualified guide, a behaviorist. A lot of the movies and the productions that you watch, a lot of the animals that you see, like Purdy the giraffe, who you met yesterday, you know, they are the animals of the park are the ones you're seeing in the movies and the nature documentaries and so on. So like I was telling you yesterday is Purdy the giraffe, as an example, was the giraffe in the movie blended with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
Oh.
So all of them have such unique personalities and so on, and they're all little stars in their own light. But I think the biggest aspect of what I do is being able to make as much of a difference in the animals' lives. You know, with them being in our care, it's a huge responsibility. And it's my job, essentially, what can I do on a daily basis to make their life the best? Recently on social media, I'm seeing a lot of trends that I think when it comes to disinformation, we're seeing those trends of people walking with certain wild animals in South Africa. And as cool as it looks, you have to remember that, you know, what I do as a trained professional, I'm part of these animals' families, animals that have such intricate social structures. As a stranger going into those environments, it's not always in the best interest of the animal. You know, at the end of the day, they are wild animals and they should be treated as such.
And just one last one from me. For everybody watching at home, where exactly can they find you and your beautiful furry family?
So anyone watching, we're based at the Lion and Safari Park, 10 minutes from Lanseria Airport, just on the outskirts of Fourways. So, you know, if you're in and around the area, it's a short drive out of the city. And when you get there, it feels like you are in the middle of nowhere in the bush. So definitely come and visit. You'll be able to see my animal family and possibly see me.
Certainly looking forward to catching up with you soon. Now, after the break, we will be diving right into how you can make your money work for you with Absa Rewards.